What up? What up? What up?
Yeah,
What up?
what's
What
going
up?
on? What's up,
What
fellas?
up? What's the
What's
game
up? What's up? What's up?
podcast? Week 11.
Yep.
We've made it to week 11 of this NFL season. We are
Yep.
Yes, sir.
glad to be here. We are glad that you are joining us.
What's up?
Whether you are watching us on YouTube,
Yep.
Facebook,
Yep.
Instagram Live,
Yeah.
we are here. The
Yeah.
Whistle Game Podcast.
For sure.
Yes,
I am
sir.
Ferb, your lovely host for this show. Of these fine gentlemen here
I
to
am the
the
best.
top
I am the
right.
best dressed. Yeah, I'm the best dressed. Known on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. The best dressed Shannon Smith, better known as the coach.
What
All right,
up? Bottom, sitting at the bottom.
it's your boy P.
Hold
Davis,
on. Quick
baby.
story.
It's your boy
Quick
P.
story.
Davis.
Hold on. Quick
Go
story.
ahead.
The reason why the setup is like this is about the order who comes into the room. P is always at the bottom because P is always the last one to come into the room.
Light skin. Light
P is
skin.
late.
Hey,
So
I got to make my grand entry.
you know how like they say Coach Coughlin,
Yes, sir.
if you was 5 minutes, if you was on time, you was late. If you was 5 minutes
Late,
early,
right.
you was late. You got fined. You couldn't play for Coach Coughlin, P. But go ahead, introduce yourself, man.
Oh yeah, it's your boy P. Davis, man, straight out of Charlotte, man. Born and
Charlotte.
raised. Yes, sir.
They know about that Charlotte now.
Let's go.
Hey, absolutely. I got the representatives, baby.
we talked a lot about that already. We got to go back for that, but jumping right into it, man. We got a very intriguing matchup coming up on Sunday.
Yep.
49ers, the Bucks travel 3,500 miles or so cross country to play the 49ers at home.
Yep.
Get a little home cooking after whipping up on Jacksonville.
Right.
Last year we played the Buccaneers as well. I'm not sure if you guys remember it or not,
Yeah,
but it was
yes, sir.
actually Brock's first start in the NFL.
Yep, absolutely.
I
And it was
remember that.
against the legendary
The Tommy the
Tom
Brady. Go.
Yeah.
Dr. Brady.
I remember that.
Dr.
Yeah,
Brady, got PhD in football. Dr. Brady. Come on.
Yeah, so it was against Dr. Brady, as the best dressed to call him, and we showed out. He showed out.
Brock actually got off on that game, man.
That was the game where the crowd and everybody was chanting Brock, and his dad was in the stands crying and stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
And,
you're supposed to. He had arrived. He had arrived, man. He had arrived.
Yeah, correct. So that's that game. His first NFL start came against the Bucks, and we won 35-7 or 30-7 or something like that.
Yeah. Blowout game. I mean,
Yeah,
like almost one of the only rookies to ever beat Tom Brady too. If I'm mistaken, I'm one of the only rookies to ever beat Tom Brady. So hell of a milestone for Brock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So now we come full circle a whole year later, and now Brock's the man. Brock is out there, and
Right here in week 11, man. Week 11. I mean, we're in the middle of the jump right now. I mean, coming off a big win, had that downward slide. Really, a 3-game loss on record. Really, we should have probably won the Cleveland game with a field goal at the end, a walk-off field goal to won us a game there, but we didn't. 3-game loss going into the bye, having a chance to get off the bye. Went to Jacksonville last week, played Jacksonville Jaguars and Jacksonville Jaguars, and we turned Duval into Charlotte, you know what I mean? So, I mean, going into this one, coming back home, us coming back home, coming back to Charlotte, you know what I mean? Our fan base missing us here, you know what I mean? Our chapter missing us here. So, I think we got a lot to live for. We got a lot to look forward to this weekend. Charlotte going to be just a happening city, people that don't stay in Charlotte, follow me on Instagram or following the podcast right now. This weekend, the home team, the Carolina Panthers, play host to the Cowboys this weekend. And on top of that, biggest watch party will be going on, which would be the 49ers part, game watch. That's the biggest game watch in Charlotte, North Carolina. So
come on out, baby. Come out the slingshot, baby. Catch your Niners on TV with your 49er family. Do that. Come on out.
Let's go ahead. Let's go and get into it, man.
So back to Brock. with a whole full year circle, my question to you guys is Brock like underrated? Brock is like top. I think he leads the league in quarterback rating. He's top 5, top 8 in yards.
Yep.
Top 8 in touchdowns.
Yep.
Number 2 scoring offense in the league. Is Brock underrated, P?
Man, you're gonna jump to me first. Yeah, I think he is. I think he should be, amongst the elite in the league. He's up there definitely because I mean, a lot of teams lacking at the quarterback position. I think with Brock, and he got his full staff with him, man. He got to be up there, with the best.
Yeah, man. I think you said what other people are saying is, with the weapons he has. I mean, I think Brock has some of the skills. I was talking to a couple of my kids today. If y'all don't know, I kind of do a turn of education during the day. And one of the things that my kids and I, we sit down and do it. We actually follow football. They have their own teams. I let them root for their own team. I don't try to convert them. I like having banter talk with the kids. And, it's one of the things that my kids say is, with all the weapons, Brock is this guy, Brock is this guy. But we went through just kind of down all 32 teams, all 31 other teams, and try to figure out would Brock be the starting quarterback in a lot of those programs. And again, when we even do the logic that way, Brock ends up in, 15 or 16 or 18 of the other 31, 32 teams out there in the league. They would take our quarterback being Brock Purdy over their current quarterback in a lot of, especially almost the whole entire NFC South. And again, we have an NFC South team this week. So being overrated, you said middle of the pack. I don't know if middle of the pack would be overrated for me. So no, I think Brock is.
Is he underrated? Is the question?
Yeah, he's definitely underrated. I mean, I think he's underrated. Yeah. I really think he's 9 to 12. If you look at if I'm being honest with myself, I think he's a 9 to 12 quarterback. No matter what offense you put him in, I think he'll be a 9 to 12 quarterback with the things that he's gonna do and his ability to be able to protect the ball. So that's what I give.
Well, me personally, I think he just in a good system. I mean, he fits.
So you saying time out? So you just saying he a system
yeah,
quarterback?
Let me finish. No, I ain't saying that.
You just
but
said he a good system. Why bring up the system? Either so he's a good quarterback or he ain't.
Hey, he can't come to Carolina and do what he's doing. So it's the players around him that make. Nah, he's not gonna do that with certain players. So it's the players that make him, who he is.
That's our first debate. So we gonna take it to the grass next time I see you, P, talking about my quarterback, bro.
So you saying? So hold up, no, we're gonna stay on this one real quick, P. So you pretty much saying he not good?
Nah, I never said that. You went to me first. I said he was good.
You saying he in the system? So you saying pretty much? So you saying pretty much if he got injured to Sunday, God forbid, Sam Darnold coming in and doing the same thing? That's what you're saying.
I'm clearly not saying that. I'm saying Brock. I said Brock got the skills, but he's not a Mahomes. He's not gonna drive us down the field. We're not gonna put the ball just in Brock's hands.
We just did drive. He drove us down the field a bunch of times this year.
Hey, with the weapons, exactly. With the weapons he got great weapons around it. That's what makes him a great quarterback.
Yo, P.
That's all I'm saying.
He's like number 3 in the league with throws 15 yards down the field. Completion. That's not system. That's not throwing the ball to a screen to Debo and Debo taking it to the house. That's all those in routes down the field that he's reading the defense and hitting BA on. That throw to Kittle. That's not the system.
I never said he's not a good. Right. I never said he's not a good quarterback.
What you all saying though?
Man, I'm saying he's fitted with great players. Let's move on. Yeah, move on.
Listen. First of all,
move on. Listen. If whoever's watching, if you're in the comments, who you agree with? Do you think P is saying that Brock is not good? Or I want to know because this is what it sounded like. Because you're saying pretty much it's the system, so that if we did have to go to Sam Darnold, there wouldn't be a drop off.
We can't even talk about that man. I hate to see that man on the field, so I'm not even going to talk about Sam Darnold. Brock is my quarterback. He's a great quarterback. However, when his players are not in the game, which is like,
hey, move on, man. Move on, man. P gonna trip himself up on this one, man.
Right.
Move on.
Thank you. No. Go ahead. Next question. Let's
All
do
right,
it.
so
What we got next?
sticking in that same range, that category, we're going up against a Bucks defense. The Bucks defense overall ranks 24th. They rank 6th in the rush, 31 in the
Third and
pass.
blitzing. What about blitzing? They gonna
They
blitz
a
them?
heavy blitz team. Heavy blitz
Yes,
team. I think
sir.
which is helping with their run. They have two great inside linebackers.
Yep.
Um,
Davis.
two good linebackers.
So are we
Um,
taking Kittle? We taking Kittle out to play and letting them block again, or what we doing with that to kind of
So
control that line?
let me go another way. Let's go in and start breaking it down. So let's talk about our offense versus their defense, right? So we take it in that way,
Okay.
right? When we look at the defense, the way I looked at it, I actually went back and today had a chance to watch the game. I rewatched the game between them and the Tennessee Titans. I mean, I think they have a great run defense. They're blitzing to get to the run. They're filling gaps with getting to the run. But again, I think they were overrunning plays. I thought they were out of position a lot of times. I thought they had a check. They had a check with me on a lot of the formations. I think with that, I think Kyle used that to his benefit and be able to have them guys running all the way around, checking people here. Our motion game and our pre-snap looks that we give a lot of people, confuse a lot of people. And the way I look at the game and see Tampa Bay just look disorganized to me. And they don't play very hard besides that front. That front comes with great pursuit, but when the ball passes them on the when it breaks the line of scrimmage, I think they're kind of suspect. I mean, I think they run hard, they do good. I mean, they held Derrick Henry to probably under 2 yards or right at 2 yards of rush.
yeah, his lowest amount since 2017.
Yeah, but if I look at that, I think CMC and Derrick Henry are two totally different running backs, right?
Correct.
When you put CMC in the slot, we got a lot of motion. We got this outside zone game. We like to toss crack on the outside. I think that puts them in a bad position to be able to control what we're going to do offensively. I think it's going to be a lot of times for us to split because they are running so many people up the field. We got a chance for some major, big plays in the run game, and I think that's going to fit us better with what we do. Secondary, I didn't think they were really, really talented in the secondary. I think we'll have more problem with their receivers. We'll talk about that in a minute. But when I'm watching their secondary, they're not doing anything special, right? They're looking to try to get penetration with two AA gap blitzes, a lot of different schemes up front. I think that's how they're trying to get home, and I think that's what they're going to be their bread and butter this weekend, trying to be real very, very confusing at the line of scrimmage. A lot of people standing up, a lot of people walking around and bringing more than we can block. But I think, again, we're going to have major opportunities to crease them throughout the game. I really believe that after watching them play against the Tennessee Titans last week.
Okay.
P?
He said a mouthful, man. Hey, I second that. Yeah. I just, we do run a lot of, magic plays and trick plays, and we just don't run McCaffrey through the hole, like hit the gaps. So, so we really going to catch him off guard with a lot of our plays. Kyle got to dig in the playbook and do his thing. So,
yeah. So from everything from what Shanar was saying, I agree and watch with their defense. They over pursue. You got Levante David, went to Nebraska. That's my college team. Shout out to Nebraska. But those linebackers over pursue a lot, and I think Kyle's obviously seeing that on tape and film, and would take a lot of advantage of that with the zone run scheme, screens, and different things of that nature. Also, too, I think we're gonna see a lot of play action, pretty much from the same thing that Shanar was saying with the blitzing and stuff like that. If we can get them on their toes, they can't get back, and little pop passes over the middle to Kittle and BA and to Debo and stuff like that. So I definitely think it's going to be one of those cat and mouse games where Kyle's going to have to out scheme. Can't even think of the coach. What's his name? You muted.
Bowles.
Yeah, Todd Bowles. Out scheme Todd Bowles and out coach him this weekend in that defense, and go from there.
I think our screen game will be elite this weekend as well. I mean, again, a lot of guys at the line of scrimmage. Again, that's another way we can increase that because that's part of our outside run game to get on the perimeter really, really fast. Get the balls in the hands of our athletes or our playmakers in Debo and CMC. I think it's going to create a lot of one-on-one opportunities for BA, and I think we're going to be able to take advantage of that. I really think that this screen game that they're going to have to be more conservative than they've been all year with all the motion and the pre-snap, shifts and motions that we have this week. I think they're gonna be really, really patient and take them out of their game plan.
Yeah, and they do got a monster D tackle at Vita Veda. He's one of the top D tackles in the game. He's a monster, so I'm sure we definitely won't just be running 24 ISOs or anything like that right up the middle to get yards and different things like that.
If y'all don't know, man, hey, listen, Brad's up for Dad of the Year, man. If you see my guy, if you see my guy down in Jacksonville, he took his little man with him to Jacksonville, giving that 49 experience. Little nephew is the biggest whistleblower, the youngest whistleblower.
Oh yeah,
he ain't going nowhere.
That's my guy right there. That's my guy.
Please, right in the middle of the Whistle Game podcast, blowing this whistle, having a good time, dancing the whole nine. So Brad's up on Dad of the Year. So
he the youngest and the dopest member of the chapter. Absolutely.
So let's switch sides of the ball. Let's go to the other side.
Listen, my only issue gonna be Evans, man. We got to contain Evans. He'll kill us. Like if we don't contain him, and we got to get to Baker so he don't get the ball out. Because if you get the ball out to Evans, this is gonna be a problem.
Well, let's talk about getting to Baker. They have a very, very, very solid, good offensive line with two bookend tackles, with Tristan Wirfs and the other tackle Luke something. Luke was supposed to be the weak of the two, and he's actually been having a great season. Tristan Wirfs is actually the number one rated tackle right now, PFF, left tackle, even over Trent. So he's the number one rated tackle in the game. Yep. How do we attack the bookends this weekend?
I'll go first. I mean, I'm watching Tampa Bay's offense. I'm watching what they do. They don't have a run defense. They run offense. They don't run the ball. And there are a lot of 5 wide sets. Mm-hmm. They're picking up protection with the back a lot. I don't know how they continue. I mean, I think we got a chance of being able to rush 4, get home with 4. I think the rotation last week and in sloppy weather showed that we can actually rush the quarterback. Us getting chased was definitely an addition that we needed. I think Baker is really going to have to show us that he can throw in small windows. They're a handicap if they can't get the ball to Evans, and their offensive game plan is to get the ball to Mike Evans and what's my man who's the receiver?
Godwin.
Yeah, Godwin, trying to get the ball to those two guys. And really, even though tight end throws, a lot of throws are to Godwin and Evans. So with that, hey, Christian, with that being said, I think they're pedestrian. If this game has to be, they're up and they have to kind of run the ball to kind of take time off the clock.
What's up, San Diego? What's up, baby? What's up?
I think the second part of that is just like Jacksonville showed last week, where we getting home and we getting a lot of pressure. They're gonna try to screen us a lot. You know what I mean? So I can see the screen game being really part of their game plan this week. Is trying to figure out how they can get the ball on the edges, trying to get us up the field and try to screen us and not just try to get positive plays. I don't see them having an opportunity. I think they're a one-dimensional offense. And with where we're strong at, I think that's going to really show favor for us. I think Kasaric going to have those boys with their ears back, ready to go this week.
So speaking of the screen game and them not being able to run the ball, they are ranked 31st in the league in run, right? And what they do a lot is they run screens or those quick throws to Rachaad White, the running back. Believe it or not, if you just put the stats up side by side, no names or no pictures or nothing, if you put McCaffrey receiving stats and then you put White's receiving stats up side by side, and you take away the touchdowns, it'll be hard to decipher who is who. Rachaad White is second in every category in terms of running back receiving behind Christian McCaffrey. I think one
Oh,
or two
wow.
he's actually beaten McCaffrey. Everything except touchdowns. So my point is to back up what Nard was saying. They throw a lot of screens, a lot of quick passes to running back to the running back to Rashard, and that's their run game, opposed to trying to actually hand off the ball and run the ball.
Correct. I mean, White is a speedster. I mean, I've seen him take one, broke a tackle, made a person miss, and he's a speedster. If he gets the ball on the edge, they might strike up the band. However, again, I think it's going to be a situation where we're going to be able to rush 4, have 7 pairs of eyes looking at the quarterback at all times. We should be in great position to be able to play the screen game this week. That's what I'm hoping. I imagine that we can send those forward the field, pin the ends, Bills back because we're not sending the extra man. And we're going to be able to create the type of offense that we want. I think we're going to be able to create the type of energy that we want with the forward front. I don't think we have to be really, really dynamic in what we do to get pressure this week. I really don't believe that. I don't think so. Even with 2 built-in tackles, I think the 4 that we have up front and that rotation that we have up front right now, we're starting to find our identity on defense.
Oh yeah.
What you think, P?
Yeah.
I get to watch
Yeah.
it.
I definitely think with our front four, we definitely gonna hit home and get Baker because I don't think he can move his feet like that and,
I
and
like to
escape the sacks.
kill
So definitely when he dump it off, we got Big Fred waiting on a little dump off. So I think we'll be solid as far as our defense against the Bucks.
I hope so. So going back to the offensive line, the 2 bookend tackles, they like I said, they've been playing really well, and that's been giving Baker the time to go down the field
Mm-hmm.
to Mike Evans. So let's talk about the Mike Evans matchup. So obviously we know we went back to Ambry, which means Lenore's inside, and Ambry's on the outside. I
Right.
think now that they know Ambry is playing on the outside, I think they will try to line Evans up on
Evans.
Ambry's side and
Right.
attack Ambry. So I think we're gonna see a lot of Tashawn Gibson over the top helping. What do you
Well,
think?
if you remember the game last year when we played them, they had a chance to make the game really, really close, really, really early, and Mike Evans dropped one. I mean, he was running wide
Yeah,
open
he
on the post.
did. He did.
Mm-hmm. I
He
remember that.
dropped one, and I mean, at that time, had he caught that, maybe I don't know if they would have been up or would have tied the game. But him dropping it and even having to put after that series, and we went down and scored, it blew the game wide open. But they had a really, really a great chance last year before the Mike Evans dropped to be able to make that game close. And I think if they scored that touchdown, that would have maybe not changed so much the outcome of the win-loss, but how close that game could have been last year if Mike Evans ain't dropped that big ball
Right.
down the middle. This year, I mean, I think we definitely going to have to be in bracket coverage. I think Gibson and Hufang going to have to stay back more than stay up. I think I'm hoping that Steve will see that we can get home and we can tackle the run with the front 4 or the front 5, front 6, and we don't have to commit both our safeties to the box early. That's what I'm hoping to see with this game plan, that we can be able to tackle up front really, really well with our front 4 and not have to commit a second safety or a first safety to the box. That's what I'm hoping, and we can have 2 back.
Yeah, I think definitely that's definitely got to be the plan. The rush 4, somebody always over the top of Evans to take that away, and
Oh
then
yeah.
everybody else just locking up, whether it's zone man or whatever. But definitely somebody over the top.
Our front four should take some of the pressure off our corners in the back, man. If they get to the ball, and I think they will with the
Yeah, we
energy
got
they
to.
played with last week. I think if they bring that same energy, and the quarterback last week he moved his feet more, so I think Baker's in for a big day
Now
as far as
Baker get busy now.
I mean,
Baker's
well
been
listen,
playing really
we
well. This guy at the top right of your screen, Mr. Best Dress,
yeah.
had
What
a
about him?
prediction
Yep.
earlier in the year that
What I say?
his man from Florida, his man,
Absolutely.
Kyle Trask, would have been starting by like week 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I said that, and this tells me. Listen, and that even more shows me or tells me that I'm not afraid of Baker Mayfield. I don't believe in Baker Mayfield. I'm sorry, I don't.
As
never
you
This
have.
should.
this
I never have. Yeah.
this, this ain't the Baker Mayfield from Oklahoma, right? I don't believe in Baker Mayfield. We had Baker Mayfield here in Carolina, and we see how that ended. I don't think that Baker Mayfield is the answer to this test. I think Baker Mayfield maybe throws 2 interceptions. I think we maybe get another 5-sack game this week. That's what I'm looking for. Another 5-sack game this week. I'm looking
Yes,
for opportunities.
absolutely, bro.
I think that's going to have Baker rattled a little bit. So again, I don't believe in Baker Mayfield. Those that do, my Cash App is open. Same as my phone number. It's the same thing for Zelle, PayPal, and Apple Pay. So, or even PayPal. So if you got any of those things that you want to bet some money on Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, my lines are open. And I'm taking all bets. It don't matter what it is. I'm taking all bets. Now I'm not taking the spread. The spread's 11. That's really, really high in the NFL. That's a super high deficit in the NFL. That's one I won't play with. But if you're talking about a straight up bet,
Straight up, yeah.
I'm taking it. Man, trash couldn't beat out Blaine Gabbert. Listen, again, if you watch the year after winning the Super Bowl, Byron Leftwich actually said that he thought that Kyle would
Byron
be the
Leftwich gone. His opinion don't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that it tells you a lot about what he's seen from Cal in the preseason, learning behind the doctor and Brady himself. I think it would have been a great transition from Dr. Brady to Kyle Trask, but we have Baker Mayfield, and I think Baker Mayfield is going to show who he is when these Ohio State boys get on his tail, and we're going to see the college Baker Mayfield in the championship game and see what really happens. I think, again, 5 sacks plus this game, and hopefully 2 interceptions, and that's a 49er victory.
That's a
Success.
dominating victory.
So
Yeah.
is that the key to the victory? You think?
What's
Defense,
jump in?
gonna be the key?
What's the key to the game?
He just said it. Defense.
Yeah, I'm gonna double down on what I said last week. Our defense is our identity. The reason why we've been playing bad, or we have the 3 losses we have now, because we didn't control what you seen last week. We forced 2 3-and-outs to start the game off, and we end up going down and put up points. Brock had to play better in the first half. Again, I still think last week we should have been up 14-3 or more than that going into halftime. We were not. We came out and scored the first possession, actually on the second play of the second half. Again, I think this team is led by the defense, and I think it continues again this week. So, yeah, the key to victory is defense doing what they're supposed to do, being able to play discipline, hunting with the front 4, and being able to make Baker Mayfield throw in tight windows and show Baker that he's really not him.
So I'm gonna piggyback off of that, man. I think with our defense, if we cause these turnovers, we definitely got to convert on offense. We got to get some points out of them. So we can't keep going back and forth with them and putting the ball back after a big turnover. We definitely got to get some points out of it. I'm not talking about field goals. So we definitely need some 7s off of these turnovers. If our defense really bring it like I think they're gonna bring it, we have to score on these turnovers, and that should be the key of the game for me.
Brad, what you thinking? I see you standing in the middle and you riding this fence a whole lot. I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
man.
I need you
talk to the people.
What do you think? You think Baker has the tools to even make this game be close?
Come on, man. Like, all right, so first of all, it's the NFL, so it's a week-to-week league. Anything can happen.
Absolutely.
That's the disclaimer.
Any given Sunday. Not this Sunday, though.
Not this Sunday, right?
Niners by $1 billion. Niners by $1 billion. Stop it. Let's stop playing. Niners by $1 billion. Listen, I think the keys to the victory, one of the keys is starting fast. Just like last week, we win the toss, we defer to the second half, defense comes out, quick 3-and-out, we get the ball,
3-and-out,
4 or 5 play drive, we score right down the field. I think that is how the game has to start, should start, and I think that's how every game should start. With a quick 3-and-out, we get ball, go down the field, and we score.
Right.
I love that shit.
Yeah, you called it out the other week. You said if we get that 3-and-out, that's going to set the tone. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, I love that. I just love seeing that defense on the field, dominating the game, 3-and-out, and then the offense comes on the field. So I think the key to the victory is starting fast, getting ahead, staying ahead of the chains and everything like that. But definitely starting fast, quick 3 and out. If they get the ball first, then we go down the field and score. Or if we get the ball first, we score immediately, and then they get a 3 and out, and then we score again. But that has to be the key to start.
All right, well, let's go ahead and go into predictions then. I mean, we coming up on the end of the show. I mean, it wouldn't be a show if we didn't give our bold predictions before it come. Before we get to my prediction list, I just want to let y'all know I'm in a makeshift, studio at the time. We're in transition, as y'all can see, other episodes of where we started at. I'm in a makeshift right now while I'm in the middle of this transition. But y'all can see the best two DBs that ever played the game are right here behind me. I have Mr. Deion Sanders, 2-1, right here behind me. Then also the jersey right here is my college jersey. Like I said, the best two DBs that ever played the game are sitting right here beside me. So I'm going to leave it at that. But go ahead, predictions. I'm going to go with you, Ferb. I'm going to change the game. I'll make you go first finally. So you can stop hearing how me and PB dropping all these jewels in our prediction and let you go first.
Last week I was on point.
Listen,
so y'all got to bring it this week. Y'all got to come close. Please, somebody come close like I did.
That's by $1 billion. We the spread is 11.5. I think some places you get it 10.5. Take the Niners minus the points. Listen, we're gonna start fast. We're home. The crowd is gonna be bananas because of what we just did in Jacksonville. The boys are gonna be ready to go, fired up. Chase Young's first home game. I think he gets a sack in front of the home crowd.
Yep.
I think it's gonna be another 30 burger. I think Brock didn't get the 300 last week. He had 296. He definitely gets over 300 this week.
Okay.
I think 3 touchdowns.
I like that, man.
I think we might put up 40.
40 ball.
I was going to say that. I was going to say 40 this week.
I think it's going to be 41-10.
41-10.
41-10. We start fast. We play fast. 41-10.
Okay, 41-10.
And just to throw a prediction, another like a in-game prediction, we get to see Shenar's favorite quarterback, Kyle Trask, at some point. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey,
we're gonna see who he really rooting for. Is he really with Brock or is he with Kyle?
He do not want to see that defense. He do not want to see that. All right, my turn.
Yeah.
Let me see. I was only off by a couple points last week, so
last week is last week. This is week 11.
I'm feeling the 30 ball. I'm feeling the 30 ball again, but I'm gonna get close to you, Brad. I'm gonna do 39. I say 39-12. 39-12.
All right, so let's review that. How do they get 12?
Hey man, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's some type of way that I can't go 10. I can't. Okay, I'm gonna say 39-10. We're gonna do
they get 12. It'll just be on field goals, but
okay, yeah, exactly. You want me to explain every time I say something, man? Hey, 39-10. There you go.
And is Brock a good quarterback?
Absolutely, man. He the best.
Oh, he a system.
He the best.
He the best quarterback.
He fits our system to perfection. He fits our system to perfection.
I'm going.
I'm gonna just tell you again. If you take Brock out of our system and you bring him to Carolina, he would not be doing what he's doing. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna leave it alone. Don't bring it back up, Brad. Leave it alone.
Carolina Panther gear too. That's what we're gonna do.
Nah, you ain't.
Old Cam Newton jersey or something. Listen, Brad, I'm gonna double down with you. I do think we see Kyle Trask this week. I think we see Kyle Trask this week because it's gonna be an early scratch to Baker. I think Baker will make some impromptu decisions that he gonna start to see ghost and whatever else my man say he was seeing. Sam Darnold. I think he's gonna start seeing ghosts. I'm gonna say 38-14. No, 38-17. I give him a field goal. 38-17 is what I got to score at this week. I do say a 30 burger as well. I'm gonna just tell you now. I think Debo is gonna have a hell of a game this week. I think Debo will be our player of the game. I'm gonna just put that out in the air early. I think they're going to try to key in on Christian so much that Debo's going to have an opportunity to kind of split some games or have some splitting runs. So, again, 38-17 is my prediction. Niners. Yep.
All right.
But
Sounds
with that being
good to
said,
me.
those are predictions. Again, my Cash App, PayPal, all is my phone number. So if you know me personally, make sure you send it so I know what's going on. I'll leave it in pending or I'll send it back to you, double the cash, whatever you want to do. It's all wide open to me. I taking all bets. It don't matter what the bet is. If you taking the Bucks, I'm taking the Niners. If you want to see me in person, we'll be at Slingshot, Charlotte, 332 West Bland Street. We'll be there. DJ KO will be holding on the ones and twos. We start early, an hour before the game. We'll probably start about 2:30, 3 o'clock because we know the Cowgirls will be in town to play against the home team, Carolina Panthers. We're going to show you that this city is red and not blue. If you want to come out, enjoy yourself. 4 o'clock is when the game kicks off. Tampa Bay
Get there
Buccaneers.
early. Get there early. Get there early.
If you want to come early and meet me there early, I'll be there to watch the 1 o'clock game. I will watch the 1 o'clock Panthers versus Cowboys game from Slingshot.
Is that even a game or a scrimmage?
I mean, again, I'll be there early because I want to make sure my parking is valet. So I'm going there early. I don't want to have no issues trying to get to my venue and my event today. I will be there early, 1 o'clock. The drink specials are ferocious on Sunday. So if you're looking to have a good time, come out, kick a DJ KO, No Limit Larry from Power 98. What's the Game podcast? Charlotte Niners. Niner Empire Charlotte will all be in the building. Them all my shout outs for the weekend. What y'all got? Anybody?
So everybody, speaking of Slingshot real quick, everybody that's coming out there to Slingshot, please, if you don't mind, bring some canned goods, perishable goods. We are going to be donating these to a local shelter for Thanksgiving. Just trying to do our part. So yes, we like to have fun. Yes, we talk a lot of crap with all of that stuff, but we also want to give back as well. So
absolutely,
please,
yes,
if you come out Sunday, bring some canned goods, some perishable goods to be able to donate. That we'll be able to give out for to a shelter for Thanksgiving.
Any PSAs, Pierre? Any PSAs before we get up out of here?
Nah, man, you did it all, man. I see y'all Sunday. Can't wait to get this victory down at home against these Buccaneers. Peace.
Make sure, man, y'all tell a friend, man. The Whistle Gang Podcast.
Absolutely.
We here, man. We growing. We just getting started. We appreciate all the love. We definitely want the feedback as well so we can get better. But like, comment, share, definitely subscribe on YouTube. Help us out. Show us some love, show support. We appreciate it.
Sharing is caring. If you ain't sharing, you hating. Just
correct.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you're a Niner fan. If you ain't sharing this content, you're a hater.
Exactly.
If
you're in the chapter, if you're in the Niner chapter and you're not sharing this, hey, I'm gonna get at you. I'm gonna get at you Sunday.
If you're a Niner fan in the South, even you ain't sharing, you hating. I know why.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
And we definitely have guests on and stuff like that. If you want to join us, get on an episode, just contact one of us, contact the page, and we'll get back to you. But other than that, we are out of here. We appreciate it. Peace. Whistle Gang. Peace.
Peace.
Yep.